Hello, good night.
Hello. Good night.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Pretty good, thanks to you. So, how was your day?
Um, I wake up early, so
Okay.
I'm a little asleep or asleep.
You feel sleepy?
Uh, yes, but um, yeah, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, got it. So, well, something's happened, but did you want to work?
Oh no, I am vacations this week.
Ah, you're on vacations. Oh, that sounds
Yes,
really good. How much days did you take for vacations?
7 days. Yes, 7 days.
So
Um,
just only this week.
this week and the Monday and Friday. Well, the next Monday and the next Friday.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it. So, uh, well, that sounds really good. And at the end, or at least, you got time to spend time with your family. How I say that, right? Because you were on Christmas Eve, no?
Yes, I work it.
And you don't have enough time to spend with family. But a good point is that you have this week to uh, occasions.
Yes, it's most time I see the my relatives.
Okay, so you spend time with your relative. What's that sounds really good. And well, what about the school?
I'm finished the school. Yes.
Ah,
Uh,
yes, it's true. You have already finished the school. Yes, I don't remember this, but yes, it's true. Okay, so in this time you are only concentrate yourself with the work, right?
right.
Okay, that sounds really good. I mean, now you have time by yourself. So now that you have time by yourself, what do you usually do?
Well, I have exercise. Um, and I sleep better than the school, for example. Mm, I don't know. Well, I just now don't have work or homework. So, yes, it's free time.
Okay, in this instance, I prefer that you say something like, I have been
Mm,
exercising. I
okay.
have been
I,
exercising. Huh? I have been
I have
exercising.
been.
I have been
Sí.
exercising. Okay, in this case, I have been exercising is like he estado haciendo. Ejercicio.
Okay.
I have been exercising. And remember, this is continuous tense by the exercising at the end. Uh-huh. But this is present perfect continuous.
For
Present,
el have, el been.
exactly. To present perfect continuous. Okay, so why not we made a review to present perfect continuous tense.
Okay.
So, give me a second. I'm gonna share the screen. Perfect continuous. Okay, last class, on last class, we learn present perfect. This is a present perfect. So if you remember, no, we learned that present perfect we usually used to talk about recent events, but that hasn't passed. Yes. So in this case, this is not exactly at the present at now. These events have already passed, have already uh, have already happened. Mhm. So we have past recent events. So we don't say when or with time expressions including now. So in this case, we have an example. She's had an accident, but we don't know when. We don't have an expression of time, but we know that this happened, and this is recently. So we have some um, words of time that help us to express that this event recently happened, and you can use some of them like just, already, yet, recently, today, this week, this month, this year. So you don't know when exactly this happened, but you know that this is recently. And we have other examples like, have you finished yet? Yes, I've already finished. Have you seen any good films recently? I haven't seen that today. Maybe he isn't feeling well. So present perfect to recent events. That's something that has already happened. Okay. The other used present perfect is when we talk about a past experiences. So we don't say when these events happen. Maybe these events aren't really recently, but we usually use present perfect to express experiences in past. For example, we've been to Rome in Florence, and I haven't read that book. So we are talking about experiences, but experiences in past. And we have some words that help us to express, talk about experiences that maybe experiences that no happen, never. We use never, but when this experiences really happen, we use ever or before. For example, have you ever read it? I have never read it. So the the person is asking you if you read this book and you express, I have never read it. You are trying to say that you don't read a book. No, yet, never, past. Uh, in this case, remember when we use have you ever, we are expressing if you on one time or on the time on the past if you did this. In Spanish is lo has o has. Have you ever read it? ¿Has leído, lo has leído? ¿Has leído el libro en este caso? Porque nada más tiene lead. ¿Has leído el libro? ¿Alguna vez has leído el libro? Have you ever read it? In this instance, I have never read it. Nunca lo he leído. Never. We can use other expressions like superlative was ever. For example, this is the best food I've ever tried. This is the best food I've ever tried. Or I have ever tried. Uh-huh. Other expression is with the number of times until now. So in this case, this is like to other way to answer have you ever? And you can say yes, I've seen this film 3 times. Have you ever uh, have you ever seen this film? Yes, I've seen this film 3 times. He visto este libro 3 veces. Entonces, puedes contestar no, nunca, jamás. Lo he hecho, jamás, lo he leído, jamás, lo he visto. O puedes decir, oh, sí, lo he visto, lo he leído 3, 4 veces, 5 veces, una vez.
Okay.
Okay. The other used to present perfect tense, and when we talk about situations, but the situations that are unfinished situations. So situations that start in the past and have no finish. So the activity have already happened, not exactly now, but the activities are unfinished, no finish yet. We have an example. How long have you been here? I have been here all day. And this activity is unfinished because you're saying all day. Maybe this person arrives on the morning and now is exactly right now 7:21 of night, and he or she or someone coworker asks, how long have you been here? I have been here all day. And you don't know if this person is gonna take more time or is gonna leave on 15 minutes. You only know that the situation, in this case, that the person is here, uh, have been here. The situation is to be here is unfinished. uh, And we have here some expressions that we can use too. We can use how long, for, and since, because in this case we are talking about a how long the person have been here. How long I been here for? So remember when we use how long, that when we talk about how much, we can answer with for or since, and it depends. It depends. If we are talking about a specific number, we use for, right? Do you remember the rules by for and since?
Or
So so?
sí, so. Yes,
Okay.
so.
We use for when we know the specific period of time, a duration or period of time. When you specify on the starting point on the line to this time, up this time are 3 hours, 4 hours, 20 years. So we usually use for to indicate a period of duration of time. 20 minutes, 6 months for age, for a long time, 2 centuries, etc. And we use since when we indicate a specific starting point in time. When we are talking about a starting point, we are saying that this activity start on a specific hour, uh, or start on a specific day, on a specific year, or this happened on a specific event or moment in the time. So we use since, for example, to say since. Okay, I started class since 7, no? And I started the class exactly at the 7. So since the 7, I started class. And we assume the activity start in this specific point at 7. Or for example, talking about your vacations, you say that you start the vacation on Saturday, right?
Right.
Okay, so you start the vacation on Saturday. So since Saturday, you start the vacation. And the vacation start on a specific day, Saturday. So we use since to talk about since a specific hour, since on a specific day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Friday. Since a specific month, January, March, June, August, October, on a specific, or maybe on a specific year, 2005 or 1999 or on 2025 maybe, or on a specific moment, um I don't know, since you left the school, maybe since you left the school, you are taking your time by yourself. Since you left the school, are you taking your time by yourself to do exercise, for example, you say? So since I left the school, I start the exercise. I start doing exercise. So since I left the school, I have been exercising. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we have an examples like I have been married for 20 years. I live in this house all my life. I have been very busy lately. Okay. So now we use present perfect simple with past finished actions or experiences when we don't mention or we don't know when they happen. So we also use the present perfect simple to ask or talk about a situation that started in the past and have not finished. So this is the generally use of present perfect tense situations or experiences that aren't finished, or that they happen but recently. Mhm. So the difference to present perfect, not present perfect simple, present perfect to present continuous is this one. We use present perfect continuous when we are talking of a duration from past till now. So we are talking about a situation that have not finished, but or have just finished, but these are used being with action verbs. For example, have you been crying? I have been painting the bedroom. So that's when I say that we use present perfect continues to on I have been exercising, and no present perfect simple or present perfect, because we are using an action verb. Okay, action verb. An action verb it's like um, it's a verb that describes an action, or maybe that someone or something does. Is an action verb it's an action that someone or something does. To another way, um, exercising. The exercising is an activity. It's an action. It's a physical action, for say that. And like this physical action, someone usually does. Um, okay, other way to say that. Mm, I don't have other way to say it. Action verbs, yes, but es como una acción que se realiza por alguien o por algo. Eh, hacer ejercicio, correr, saltar, no sé, pensar, comer. Cuando hablamos de actividades como maybe físicas o mentales, es un verbo de acción, an action verb. So that's when I said exercise or crying or painting because someone or something does. And this is like a physical or mental action, no condition, action. So we can when we want to express no, yo he estado comiendo, pensando, haciendo ejercicio, llorando, like crying, pintando, we use present perfect continuous. And we write a verb, the action verb on ing. Have you been crying? And we don't use present perfect tense without the continuous because we are talking about an action verb. Do you understand? It's clear, so.
I think this is clear. Is mm, ing more physical? Yes, I
This
think
is
so
how we
understand.
when we talk about something physical, when we talk about something mental, but this is a specific action verb. That's when we use present continuous, no present perfect, porque son dos tiempos verbales diferentes, presente perfecto y presente perfecto continuo. Ujú. So we use present perfect, no, presente perfecto cuando hablamos de acciones que eh, son recientes, eventos, acciones recientes o experiencias en el pasado, ajá, y que aún no han terminado, no se han concluido aún. Ujú,
Mhm.
yes. Estamos hablando de una
Yes.
acción, un resultado antes de la hora. O probablemente va a pasar o va a resultar en el ahora. No sabemos exactamente. Y no tenemos un tiempo en específico. Pero justamente cuando queremos hablar de acciones como más como físicas, mentales, acciones que se hacen, ajá, cuando queremos expresar yo he estado haciendo ejercicio, yo he estado llorando, yo he estado comiendo, tenemos que utilizar presente perfecto continuo, no presente perfecto solito. Ajá. Porque en el presente perfecto ya habíamos visto que la estructura era sujeto, nuestro verbo auxiliar, que en este caso es have o has, y nuestro verbo queda en pasado participio. Entonces, por ejemplo, si yo respetara la gramática, quedaría como I have exercised, un past participle, pero tú no quieres expresar yo he estado ejercitado, más bien yo he estado haciendo ejercicio. Ujú. Yes,
Yes, it's more clear.
yes, this is clear. And the other thing that we can see that the difference to present perfect at present perfect continuous, is that we have other auxiliary verb, in this case the verb being or the verb be, but participle. Yes, so we use auxiliary verb have has, but we provide being to say estado and the verb on gerund. I have been exercising. So in present, in perfect continuous, we made an emphasis at the duration of the activity. That this is maybe an activity temporarily, we don't know, but we made an emphasis on the duration. And to be exercising is estado haciendo ejercicio. Queremos poner énfasis en que lo has estado haciendo. Yes. A difference to yo he ejercitado. Yes. This is so really, really different.
Yes.
Perfect, simple, or perfect, continuous. Okay, the other use that we have here is when we talk about actions, but actions that are repeated. So repeated actions from past until now. So it's really different too here because remember we are making emphasis on the duration of the activity. And on the last tense, when we talk about perfect simple, we usually ask, have you ever? And you say, yes, I have been doing this thing 3 2 times. Yes. But another way we can say she has been holding for days. And we are making emphasis on the time, on the duration, or the how many times this activity, this action has already repeated. Yes, and in this case, she has been calling you for days. We are talking about she has repeated this action several times over the last few days. So ella ha estado llamándote por días. Entonces, estamos hablando de una actividad que tiene una repetición varias veces en los últimos días, que en este caso en estos últimos 4 días. The difference to do last, que preguntábamos, ¿has hecho esto alguna vez? ¿Alguna vez has? Ah, sí, lo he hecho 2 3 veces. Pero no tenemos un tiempo en específico, no sabemos cuándo, pero aquí sí, por días. Ella te ha estado llamando por días. Ah, yo he estado haciendo esto por días, por semanas, por meses. Entonces, justamente cuando queremos hablar de que esta acción se ha repetido tantas veces por tanto tiempo, utilizamos present perfect continuous tense. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Mm, often used with expressions such as for, since, how long, oh, lately, etc. Okay, so actions from past till now. Duration. Okay, we use present perfect continuous with action verbs. Okay, we have other way to describe action verb. Dynamic verbs. Dynamic verbs. So an action verb is a dynamic verb. Mhm. So when we you talk about a dynamic verb, we can think on physical actions. Okay. So action verbs to talk about situations that start in the past and have not finished or have just finished. So present perfect continuous with action verbs, and we know that the situation is starting past, and we have two options: have not finished, no yet, or have just finished, finished but recently. And we have an example: have you been trying? Sorry, I am so dirty, but I've been painting. Okay. This is there is often a person result from doing these actions. You've been crying, your eyes are red, and I am dirty because I've been painting. Okay, this is other way to understand it. Present perfect continuous, and you maybe have a result of the present, and that's when you made the question: have you been trying? Oh, you've been trying, because you're saying that the person have the eyes red. Or maybe you see the person that is really dirty and you ask, have you been painting? Because you are so really dirty. Ah, yes, I am dirty because I am being painting. Oh, yes, I have been doing this. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. We can use the present perfect continuous to talk about a continuous or repeated actions or situations from the past till now. Okay, present perfect continuous. Perfect continuous when we talk about a repeated action or situations repeated from the past till now. That's when we said I've been well she's been calling you for days. So this activity has already repeated for days, for several days. This action has repeated several uh, days. Uh-huh. Other example, I've been studying since you left. I've been I have done this action continuously without stopping. So when we are talking about activity that I started in past and maybe I continue this activity, you can see I have been doing this thing. I have been studying since you left. I have been exercising since I've left the school. I have been exercising since I left school. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
For since how long? Lately, all day, week, month, etc. Okay, we can use these expressions to ask or say how long a situation has been happening. When someone asks you, how long have you been calling your friend? I have been calling him for days, for weeks, for months. I have been calling him since he broke with me. We have an examples like I have been feeling well lately. She's been annoying us all evening. He's been studying very hard for weeks. How long have you been playing golf? So when we know on a specific time, a specific day, a specific week, and we are talking about this is continuously because this we don't know when start and we don't know if it's happening now. We are saying that this activity is happening since the past. Maybe it's happening now. We don't know if this happening now, but when we are talking about that this activity is this situation is repeatedly happening for several uh, times, we use perfect continuous. Okay,
Okay.
so now we have the differences: present perfect, simple, or continuous. Okay, the situation to the starting past and still continue. We can use the perfect simple and the perfect continuous to talk about situations that start in past and still continue. But we must use the perfect simple with non-action verbs. That we use perfect simple with stative verbs. Okay, so remember, action verb, something that someone's done physically, mentally. Verbs. Add the difference to stative verbs. This is more like a condition or perception. And when we say like, I believe, I love, understand, I taste, want. This is an static verb, not an action verb. This is clear?
That's great.
Yes, like, love, think, taste, want, hate. Is a static verb.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, it's a static verb because this is by a condition or a perception. A condition, believe, love, hate, understand. But a perception, una percepción. I like, I want, I hate. Yes. O smell, maybe. Una percepción de cómo lo percibes. Ah, pues me gusta, lo odio, huele a. Y cuando es como más como condicional, es más como, como que pienso que. Ujú. Yes. So when we
Okay.
talk about a
Yes.
static verb, are like emotions, sense, sense like taste, hear, see, sentidos, no? Or maybe when we talk about mental states, no, estados mentales like understand or in love, uh, or sad. This is our stative verbs. So, cuando tenemos un verbo, creo que en español stative verb se dice, es que no sé si son como estativos o estáticos. Yo diría que sería más como estáticos, porque no son acciones estáticos, ¿no? Verbos estáticos. Hablamos de, ¿no? Cosas más como mentales, ¿no? De sentimientos, emociones y sentidos, como del gusto, el oído, la vista.
Como menos tangibles.
Exacto, menos
Okay.
tangibles. Justo, cuando no son tangibles, Es un verbo estático, un verbo estático. Cuando son verbos de acción, es algo que alguien lo hace, que lo puede hacer, que lo puede realizar. Ajá. Ejercicio, cocinar, comer, alguien lo puede realizar. Son tangibles. ¿Ok? Entonces, cuando son intangibles, perfect, simple. Ajá, presente perfecto. Así, solito, simple. Cuando son verbos de acción, presente, perfecto, continuo, porque son verbos de acción, verbos dinámicos. Ajá. Tenemos aquí un ejemplo. We've had this car for years. I haven't been sleeping well lately. So the verb have, we are talking about a possession. I'm the owner of this thing. And this is something that I can do. So this is an static verb. So that's why we use perfect simple. Other different to sleeping. Sleeping is an action that you can do. It's an action. So that's when we use present perfect continuous. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
We use the present perfect continuous and not simple with dynamic verbs for a situation to restore in the past and still continue when we want to emphasize how long the situation has stored. Okay, we use present perfect continuous with action verb, dynamic verbs, and we know these actions, these activities store in past and still continue. But when we want to emphasize how long the situation has lasted, has happened, so we made an emphasis on how long the duration. I have been waiting for hours. So you wanna make an emphasize, or you want to emphasize that I've been waiting for a really long time. So you say for hours. Other expression, I couldn't do the dishes. I've been working all day. And you're making emphasis on the activity working. You are doing this activity all day. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Finish and unfinished situations. We use the present perfect simple for finished actions in the past when we don't say when. So we use present perfect continuous for actions or situations that maybe have not finished or that maybe have finished but very recently. So perfect simple for finished actions. But we don't say when this activity finish. We don't know. This activity finished, but we don't know when. And continues when maybe this activity isn't finished, no finish, no yet. Or have already finished, but very recently. We have an examples. Who has eaten my cookies? Who has eaten my cookies? So we will say this if there were no cookies left. So the action is finished. Someone eat, in this case the past, someone ate the cookies. Someone ate my cookies. So I have to use perfect simple to ask, who has eaten my cookies? Who has eaten my cookies? Yes?
Yes.
Other example. Who has been eating my cookies? Who has been eating my cookies? Okay. I see my cookies maybe on the table and these are only open, or maybe I have less cookies that I have at the beginning. Or no, I went to the bathroom, and when I back, I see that I saw, because in past I saw that now I have less cookies. So that's when I ask, who has been eating my cookies? Because maybe you can see that you have cookies, less cookies, yes, but you have cookies. So you ask, who has been eating my cookies? Yes, this is clear. The
Yes.
difference has eaten, has been eating. Has eaten, you have cookies, but when you wanna eat your cookies, you say, oh no, I don't have any cookies. Any. Okay, you ask, who has eaten my cookies? Because someone ate them. The difference that you see, okay, I wanna eat my cookies, but I saw that I have less cookies. That's when I ask, who has been eating my cookies? Because activity start on the past, and maybe is unfinished, or other way, who has been eating my cookies, because you see that you don't have cookies, but you have um the plastic bag, maybe the wrap, or maybe you see not the wrap, the the crumbs. I think crumbs is like migaja. So migajas, you see the crumbs.
Okay. Oh,
So that's when you ask, who has been eating my cookies, because this is recently, really recently. And the difference that you don't know when happened this, and you only ask, who has eaten my cookies. It depends more of the specific time. If you only left the cookies on the table, and you go to do something in back, and not happen not much time, that's when you usually use has been eating. Who has been eating my cookies? The difference, okay, I buy cookies, and I have the cookies on the kitchen for 1 week maybe. And when I decided to eat my cookies, I said I don't have any cookies. That's when you ask, who has eaten my cookies, because the action finished and past as an finished action. We don't know when this action finish. The different that the activity finished, but recently. Hmm.
okay.
Okay. Other example, I've been watching the series you recommend. I'll tell you about it when I finish watching it. The same, no? I've been watching this series. This is recently, no, I don't know, for this week, for this month, this last year, but I've been watching this series because someone recommends you. Yes,
Yes.
and the difference, I've watched the series you recommend. I watched the last episode yesterday, so this is really different. Someone recommend the series, and you say, I've been watching the series you recommend me. Yes. And I'll tell you about it when I finish watching it. I'm gonna talk about the series. We are gonna exchange opinions about the series, but when I finish the series, I haven't finished to see the series. I'm continue watching the series. The difference to I watched the series you recommend to me. I watched the last episode yesterday. Okay, so now that I have already finished the the series, now we can talk about, or we can express different opinions about the series. That's other different situation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Actions with present results. We can use present perfect simple and perfect continuous for actions with present results. So we use the perfect simple in present results come from completing the action. For example, look how nice my car looks. I've washed it. So we are saying that the car looks nice because I have finished washing it. So you can see a present result because the activity is complete, is a completing the action. Uh-huh. Other example, something is different in this house. Have you painted it so the house looks different? Because you have completed the action of painting it. So it's a complete action. Add the different to continuous, perfect continuous. Because yes, you have a present result, but the process of doing the action is incomplete. You can see maybe the remnants of the action. Yes, the remnants of the action. That's like remanentes
Mhm.
or restantes, the reminders of the action. That's really different to say, okay, the car looks nice because I wash it. The difference, so sorry, I'm so sweaty. I have been washing my car. Or maybe you say, okay, the car looks really nice. Uh, because but is this is so wet? So you is your car wet? Have you um yes, have you been washing it, the car? Because you're seeing the drops of water. You're seeing that the car is wet. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Another, how come you are so dirty? Have you been painting? Another other way. Have something looks different. No, in this case, yes, no, definitely. You look so dirty. Have you been painting? Yes, I have been painting my house. Okay. And the last, how long versus how many or much? We use the present perfect continuous to talk about the duration of an action. For example, about how long we have been doing something. And we use the present perfect simple to talk about how many things or how much of something we have done. So really, really different to say how long have been doing something to talk about much or many times this have done. Yes. Continuous.
Mhm.
How long something happens. Many, much, something done. For example, I've written 20 emails. I've written 20 emails to the difference to say I've been writing emails for hours. Yes, this is clear. So
Yes, it's clear.
it's clear. Okay, so well, we are gonna end the class by today. We continue on Thursday. Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. We continue Tuesday. So see you. Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Take
Thanks
care
to you.
and good weekend.
Good weekend too.